Welcome, adventurer, to another episode on the Myne server, and today we're going to work on the studio. And speaking of adventures, you want to check out a new adventurer coming along right now. Ari Moss has launched his channel up again, and he started his adventures. You should check out his series. Click the card on the right to check it out. It's a harmless plug-in right there. You're welcome, buddy. I just accidentally shut off my recording device, so that was awkward, but now we're back. Okay. So today we're going to be working on this studio part, the actual... I was like, the door's gone. What the hell? Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, we're coming in here. This is going to be a changing room, and over here is going to be another changing room. So we're doing dual changing rooms for those big production things. We might change it up later, but currently, because we want to get this done and looking nice to a certain degree, we would definitely want to start upgrading this stuff and, you know, get it looking relatively nice and whatnot. So I put a bunch of materials here so I can start working with, basically. I have no idea how long this episode is going to be, by the way. I just figure I haven't done a series for a while, so I might as well throw it out there. And I might as well throw in a couple of stories too, because there was a huge adventure that I went on in real life several months ago. I believe it was in February. I went to the Philippines. So I'm going to share a little bit about that, just to kind of throw that out there, because I know some people are interested in, oh, how was your trip to the Philippines, stuff like that. You know, the first thing I want to work on is actually replacing this glass. Like, one of the ideas that was suggested, it was suggested by, oh boy, now I gotta go look it up. Who the hell suggested this? Let's go find out. Let's see. Let's go to youtube.com. You're not seeing any of this right now because I'm not recording my screen. I'm recording the game. So right now you see my... Oh, you can see what I'm looking at. I'm looking over here to the left at this thingamabobber at the browser right now. And I am gonna go over to let's see, previously read. I'm gonna go over to Eagle's thing. And, cause that's where the video was coming up from, but it was from, how do I get to this video? This is awkward. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe if I click on this? This? Okay, this. Haha, I figured out what to click on. I'm a genius. That is cool. And basically, it was from, it's taking so long, Star2768. He suggested to basically refill this with glass again, but this time to include the logo for, what is it called? The BLI logo, basically. Or not the BLI logo, the Myne Crafts logo. So that's what I want to go ahead and do real quick, is close that off, because I would like that closed. So I don't know if it would be ideal to do it with bricks, or full blocks, or with the glass panes. So let's go ahead and have a look here. Maybe there's nothing even here. I'll just go with white right now, and I'm sure Papa Eagle will go ahead and switch that out for now, or later if he wanted to. I don't see any red glass. Oh, here's some red glass. Good. Oh, cool. There's some clear glass, and there's blue glass. But red and blue looks kind of patriotic. That's what it looks like. it looks kind of I haven't studied, what do you call it? I don't know if I have enough clear glass. It's been a while since I studied art theory, so I don't even remember it. Like, their primary colors. No, it's blue, red, yellow, I think, are the primary colors. And if you have a blue and red would therefore be adjacent colors? No, I don't remember. Contrasting would be on opposite parts of the spectrum, so like red and green contrasting, colors, blue and, yellow? It's been so long. Then orange, blue and orange. So I think more of like red and it's been so long. I don't remember this. This is like color theory and stuff like that. I need to brush up on that. It's been a while since I really studied that kind of thing. But I guess we're gonna go ahead and start with this real quick. I'm thinking clear. Do I have pearls? Yes, I have pearls. Why waste a pearl jumping down when I can just fall and break my legs? That sounds fantastic. Okay. So everything here is blue, so I honestly don't know what this is going to look like if I throw this up there. I'm bad at this game. Oh, I mean, I'm good at this game. Check that out. Okay, so why do I have one pane here? That's just crazy. So we're going to go ahead and start off with white. I'm probably not going to be too picky on it right now. I just want to get it done so I can move on to the next part. But yeah, again, if it doesn't look good, I'm sure some commentator will tell me, or Papa Eagle will fix it. So, so let me go ahead and get the basic gist of this going, and then I will continue. But yes, I went on an adventure in real life with my madre and my, I don't know the Spanish word for grandma. I don't think I've ever used that word. So we'll just say my lola, because that's, I think, the Tagalog word for for that. So wait, I don't know how to put this. But yeah, we went to the Philippines, and it was pretty cool. I got to meet my family, or different people and stuff like that. And I am wasting my tool. This is amazing. I got to meet all my different relatives I didn't even know existed, basically. Well, I was aware they existed, because when my brother went to the Philippines many years beforehand, I was aware that he met family members. I mean, like, he didn't just go to the Philippines and, did nothing. Like, he spent time with family members and stuff like that. So I got to meet all the different relatives on my grandma's side and my grandpa's side. It was pretty cool. And when I first got there, it was very interesting, because I got to the commerce, or not commerce, I forgot what it's called. The first part, you start in an airport, where basically there's a lot of people there, and they're just kind of waiting, and they're like going through your baggages and security and stuff like that, So we were going through that and stuff like that. And as we exited out, we got through the process, we got our bags and all that stuff. As we exited out, like, everyone's so friendly. They're all offering to help and everything like that, and it's just kind of making me lower my guard and be like, oh, this is cool. Everyone's so friendly here. This is a pretty good experience so far. And then my mom, she's like, watch your bag, cover your bag. All these people are trying to steal from you and stuff. She's just saying stuff like that. I'm like, oh god. So I just get so tense. Like, I stop smiling. I have this like super serious face, because my mom basically I guess there's a lot of snatchers, as they call them, in the Philippines. So people, there's a freaking mosquito in my room. So there's snatchers here, right? And they like to steal stuff. So like, they'll rip off the necklace. The other day, my girlfriend was walking down. She lives in the Philippines, so she was walking down the street to go to work or something. I don't remember. And like, somebody was following her, and she's like, what the hell? Who is that? And she's like, oh man. And she starts walking a little faster, and then that guy starts walking faster, and she's like, oh my god. And so she starts running, and then she gets into she finds a building with like a security guard or something like that, and then the security guard theorized the same thing, like, oh, it's probably a snatcher. You want your necklace on your throat or whatever, something like that. So like, they do exist, like, oh gosh. But at the time, yeah, it was like, but everyone's so friendly. I'm not that naive. I know people can be friendly just to get, stuff from you. But yeah, they were so friendly, and I was so uptight now after my mom brought all this up, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I was so like tense, like, it's no joke. Like, when my family saw me at first, or my cousins, they probably thought I was mad at them or something, because it was just like, I was so uptight. Like, I did not smile. I was so like, Arr! I'm so alert. Like I had this look, like, don't mess with me. Like, this facial expression of anger, or like defensiveness. And this mosquito, come closer. I want to show you my new clapping technique. Come here. I should get the face cam going. One of the reasons I didn't do face cam is because, well, for one, the room's a mess, but I found a solution for that. And it's not a mess because I'm not cleaning. It's a mess because other people's stuff is in this room, and so I'm not really allowed to touch that stuff. And this looks terrible. So, oh wait, I have an idea. I'll put this part here, like that, and then I'll remove this one, and this one. But yeah, it looks a mess, but I figured out a way to cover the mess so you guys won't know about the mess. So don't just pretend you didn't hear about the mess. There's no mess. There's no mess. I figured out a solution for that. So, but also the other reason why I didn't really do anything with it is because, or the face cam, is because there started to be this issue in which my voice was out of sync with my face, basically. And Daikon was borrowing my cam. In fact, we used it when we did that This looks freaking terrible. I am so bad at this game. I did not expect to spend so much time on a window for the first episode. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fix this momentarily. I might just leave this like this for now to annoy people, and then fix it later. That might be an exciting. Well, look how many blocks here. I have to stop like right here. Yeah, I can stop right here. It's pretty good. But anyways, that was, so one issue was it's not messy. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the other issue on top besides that is that the voice was out of sync with the video. Well, Daikon was experimenting with the camera and he figured out what the issue is, and it had to do with like hertz and science and stuff. So so because he figured that out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. I might actually have to ask him what the issue was again because I don't remember off the top of my head. But I might go ahead and just do the face cam and stuff like that because that's fun and you can actually see what I'm actually looking at instead of like I'm in E mode. So I mean, I could record the whole screen too, but you know that just takes up a lot of memory. So I don't want to do that because then I can't get too much content on my hard drive, basically. So moving back along here, we're hopefully gonna finish this window soon. Probably not because it looks a little bit too unperfected yet. So I'll let somebody with OCD fix it. But yeah. Somebody with OCD, I'm sure will fix. This looks so bad. We'll fix this. Well, I mean, like, I can move it down one, or I can move it up one. But either way, it's still gonna look, you know, kind of like something it's not balanced, or it's not, yeah, balanced word, right? Like, it's not even. It's not. Is it balanced? I think the word I'm looking for is, you know, it was interesting because when I was back in the Philippines, also when I first got there. Oh yeah, I was sharing stories about that. Ha. But when I was going out there, like the language I was learning was Japanese, and then well, I'm still learning that to some degree, but I stopped for a while because of other things that are going on in my life. But Japanese was a thing that I was learning and stuff like that. And then when I was there, they were teaching me Tagalog too. So it was interesting getting crisscross English, Tagalog, and Japanese. So it's like it was just like crazy because like I'll be talking and then like for example, the Japanese word for cat is Neko. I don't even remember the proper way to pronounce it. Like I think it's Neko. Yeah, Neko. And then for Tagalog it's pusa. But it was just interesting how sometimes I'll say pusa, sometimes I'll say Neko. Because there were a lot of cats in the Philippines, by the way. Like, oh my god. And a lot of them were beat up and trashed and stuff. It was confusing because like one day I woke up, right? Or I got to one of the places we're staying at, like it's like a rural area or whatever, like a little encirclement, and it was like there were all these cats and they're so beautiful and they had all these like nice, fresh, you know, like oh look at that, it's all cute and it has you know like fluffy white fur and stuff like that, and then on the other hand, freaking. Then I went to sleep, and the next day, like it felt like one cat had his face ripped off, and like other cats had like claw marks all over. So I felt like all the cats got in a big fight overnight. I don't know what the heck that was about, or if like somebody was abusing them, or what's going on. But it was really interesting. Or it could have been just like some kind of cognitive biases where my brain just made me see what I wanted to see, and at first it looked like you know, oh they're doing good, they're all pretty and stuff, and then the next moment it was like, you know, my brain corrected itself and actually realized what I'm looking at, and that they were all really ugly cats. I don't know, but that was that cat experience. But the point is, it was really interesting mixing up Tagalog and Japanese, like that, and English. And then like recently, because one of the things that my girlfriend is doing is she's going to be working in the Netherlands. Well, hopefully. I mean, there's obviously things that could happen that could prevent that from happening. But the idea is she's gonna be working in the Netherlands with childcare, working with a family, right? And basically handling like their little babies. And it's like she's really good at kids. She loves kids, so I'm happy for her. That's gonna be a great experience for her. But because of that, like it's a year of work, which means she's gonna be there. So if I made any plans to visit her, it's most likely gonna be in the Netherlands. So I kind of jumped the gun right off the bat. I'm like, oh, Netherlands, that means that I should learn Dutch so I can get you know, better in tune with the couples there, or with the people there, right? So that's immediately what I'm thinking, and it's like perfect excuse to learn Dutch. Let's go learn Dutch and stuff like that. Of course, the Dutch speak English, but who cares? You know, it's like very enriching when you learn someone's a culture's language, because you get to learn the different, you know, their culture, basically. That you get to learn the different things about them, stuff like that. Like I learned for Dutch, their Santa Claus comes on the 5th of December, not the 25th, not the 26th, but the 5th. And you don't get a day off on that day. So that makes me kind of sad. But that's the day that the Santa Claus comes, their Saint Nick, and he presents, all the gifts, all the presents and stuff like that, right? So that's the day. And the other interesting things too is that their Santa Claus isn't fat, he still has the big beard and stuff like that, but he's not like fat or anything like that. Their Santa Claus is really tall and really skinny, and Dutch people are like if I remember correctly, the tallest species or people around. Like, they're so tall. So it was really interesting seeing that. I kind of like that more fit version. And apparently the Santa Claus has these things that I didn't understand what they were saying, because the people that were teaching me the language, it was they have like heavy Dutch accents, and so I'm still trying to pick up on how to pronounce the different letters. So sometimes it's confusing to me. Like the word "hef." Like, I don't even know if I'm saying that right yet. The "hef." It's so harsh. It's so harsh on the throat when you're a beginner, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But, one of the things I learned about language is that you want to make as much mistakes as possible, because that's the point. Your brain recognizes it as a mistake. So you're doing it right if you're messing up, because you're breaking out of the architecture of your brain. There's a TED talk on that, like, somewhere. I don't remember where it is and stuff like that. So you want to practice. You want to make the mistakes and stuff like that. So I'm not ashamed to butcher that word right now, because eventually I'm going to get it, because I keep practicing it. If I keep listening to it, I'm going to eventually get it. Like, same thing with like hajimashite. I when I first said that, I had no idea how to say it. It was so fast. That's not Dutch. That's Japanese. But the point is, it's like you practice and you start to get the hang of it. Like, if you don't practice it, you're not gonna get it, basically. And I remember the Geki and Scott were teasing, they're just saying Dutch to me, but it's like so fast because I'm not used to it yet. So they're talking in Dutch like in a register. That's not English. But anyways, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. So anyways, with the Santa Claus, okay, you have what these things are called, the black peats. Now, because they were talking in Dutch, I didn't register that they were literally saying black peats. I'm like, what is that word? What are they saying? It's like that. I just thought they were like elves and stuff, because the black peats, apparently they can, what the hell? They can, write poetry. They're very flexible. Really interesting stuff. Like, I'm hearing this, like, about their culture. And so, like, with the whole concept of the black peats and stuff, it was like, I thought they were elves or something like that. But then, like, I was talking to Scott Deinhale, and Deinhaler, and he was telling me that it was kind of, if I was educated about the racism or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he pointed out that it was black peats. They were labeled black or something like that. So it almost created like the sense that Santa Claus has black slaves or something. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even interpret it that way. Crazy. So I don't know what's going on, but apparently there's some people protesting right now in the Netherlands to I guess change it or something. I'm not entirely following it, but it's really interesting. But again, learning a language really gives you the whole sense of the cultures. And then it was interesting tall because after I'm all gung ho, like, oh man, I'm gonna learn this language. Like, sure, why not? Let's do it. Just do it. I'm jumping on it and stuff like that. And then like when I was talking to my girlfriend about it and stuff like that, she was excited. She wants to learn it too. But at the same time, where she actually, because like she gets 1 month vacation, of any of her choosing for where she works. So when she does that, she actually wants to spend that vacation like somewhere in Europe. So now the areas she's visiting might actually speak Dutch too. They apparently speak Dutch in a lot more places than I even thought about. Apparently the Dutch are huge travelers. They used to own Australia and I think New York at some point or where. Actually, don't quote me on that. I got that from Degeki, so I don't know 100%, but Degeki's Dutch, so I assume he's he knows his stuff. But yeah, apparently they own Australia and New York, I think, at some point, and basically they just gave it up. I'm not quite sure. I don't understand why, but the point is that just demonstrates how far they traveled. And same thing, they used to be one of the sole traders to Japan. That blew my mind. The Japanese actually have so many Dutch words in their vocabulary. I had no idea. That never registered. So it's like, oh my god, the more you know. And then I kind of lost my train of thought. Like the thing that popped up in my head too that I like kind of hit on, like pronouncing. Oh, I remember now. But yeah, she wants to vacation kind of like more south of Dutch, so kind of like more by like where the Vatican is and different things like that, I think, or like maybe where Paris is, stuff like that. So then I think of like, oh man, I need to learn French too, and I need to but no, I think I'm gonna stick to one language at a time and we do it a 6-month period and stuff like that, because it's interesting. Because I remember quite a bit of like the Japanese that I learned. Like I thought that was interesting because like I was learning the Dutch and I was just kind of remembering like I don't remember how to say how much is that in Dutch. It was exposed to me already. So I got a taste, and I think that's one of those things where, like, you know, I'm gonna pick up on eventually. It's not something you can just memorize right away. You memorize it from practicing and building it up, like building blocks over time, basically. So at some point, I'm sure it's gonna click. But as I'm remembering, you know, how to say or learning how to price, what do you call it? How much this is in Dutch, I remembered the Japanese, ikura desu ka? And you point, you know, at what you want and stuff. And it's really cool because it's almost like a bicycle. Like it comes back to you, you know. And the other interesting thing with Dutch too, as opposed to Japanese, I used to watch a lot of anime, so I kind of had like the one up at that because, you know, I'm already used to subtitles and hearing some of the this, you know, and watashi wa, you know, wakarimisen, you know, all these different things, you know. So I already had that, but with Dutch, I had zero exposure. So when they start showing me the letter G, which is pronounced like I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly, but it's like a soft growl. It kind of sounds like an H and it's a soft growl, right? It's like, that is so foreign to my brain. It's just like, oh my god. And actually the whole point to why I'm even sharing this story, I had one point because I thought it was really humorous, you know, the whole crisscrossing thing. I was learning the J in for Dutch, right? The J for Dutch kind of sounds like a Y. So like the phrase, can I say it right? Il bent gek. You bent gek. I think I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's like Jij, which is you. It's like a distinct like focus you. Like you, I guess. I don't fully grasp it, but I know it's a you. It's a form of you, like you know. And then bent gek. I don't remember the exact words, but I know it translates something like "you're stupid," basically. Like it's something you could say if you're road raging. Yeah. I'm butchering it, I know, but I'm just practicing, so, you know, I'm not ashamed to practice. But but that's what they taught me. They taught me the course I'm taking. They taught me that you can say it road rage, or you can say that like if someone's being crazy and you're being playful, like, man, you're crazy, or like, don't worry, I'll do that for you, or something. Or I don't remember the context. It's been a while, so like that. But the point is, because I'm learning the J's and they kind of sound like Y's. When I read the word about, I'm still having trouble. Ibasium. Why am I saying it like that? Ibasium, Abasium, I'm still having trouble for some reason. But basically, the word ABYSIUM, I think it was, or whatever, it has that ABY. Because I was learning J to sound like Y, when I'm trying to pronounce the Y there, my brain's like, that's not a J, you can't pronounce it like a Y. And it's like, dude, this is English, that's a Y, pronounce the Y. You don't, but my brain, because it's thinking Dutch, like, it's not a J, you can't pronounce it like a Y. So it's just like, it was just really humorous. But okay, let's come back to the build. So basically the idea right now, like, I'm not very too specific on one-on-one on like the specific details, but in terms of getting this going, one thing that I definitely want to do, and that's why I'm playing with this right now, I don't know if I'm going to keep this block, but the idea is to have these fabrics hanging. And if we really want to go out and detail it further, we can actually change these different things. But the idea is that this is clothes, basically. So you come in here and there's all these different clothes. So let's say, you know, think costumes, Myne at night costumes, stuff like that. Costumes and stuff like that. Like that's the logic behind it. That's why I'm putting these things down. And I actually want to make some carpets and fabrics that are like I want to make some basically folded clothes as well. And again, I don't have to go super crazy detailed with this because like people are gonna detail it. Like we have Papa Ego, we have other people too. What matters is getting it going because we definitely want to get it done and stuff like that. Like the detailings aren't as important as making sure the rooms make sense. Like, okay, this is a room for changing clothes and stuff like that. Like we want it to make sense, you know. So that's kind of thing. I'm getting all these ideas at once. So I'm grabbing all these different things simultaneously, and it's just getting a little out of hand. Okay, so I have a trap chest here. I'm gonna stick one here, basically, to kind of give it this little vibe or whatever. Oh, do I want to go left? Do I want to go right? Do I want to go left? Do I want to go right? I can't decide. Oh my god! Do I have any other blocks here I can build with? Let me see. This can stack, so I don't need this. I don't need this. Let me think. I'll go ahead and stick this for now right here. No, this won't work. This won't work. Oh my god, this won't work. I have another idea. I'm just getting ideas right now and just experimenting with them. So, but yeah, so we're here, we're working on the dressing room right now, and essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out some, interesting ways to just like give that concept that there's a lot of storage area, there's a lot of different things. Oh yeah, I wanted this too, like it's empty hangars or something, and then but yeah, we want that concept of, okay, there's a lot of storage area here, and I have all these iron blocks here because I'm probably gonna make some of those. What do you call it? The bing bing bing. Oh, that's great. Anvils. Yes, that's right. So I'm probably gonna make anvils, or maybe make like for the the camera stuff going along up there. Possibly that might work. Oh, I brought these too. I might use these. These sound like they could be interesting. I kind of want to make the little, what's it called, this thing. But the thing is, this might be a little bit rustic if I go about this approach. So I don't know if rustic's the best way to go in this circumstance. Okay, I can't use this. I have too much stuff. Okay, but let me see what it looks like right now. So I'll take this, put this here. How's this look? Can I open this? Okay, I can open this. Good. So it doesn't look too bad, I guess. This looks interesting. Well, maybe put. Oh no, I have too much stuff. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of this wool for now. Okay, here we are. I want to try this cobblestone, see how it goes composition-wise. This is kind of cool. I wonder what happens if we go ahead and add, a couple of buttons here. Add some buttons on this thing. See how it fits. Little buttons. Little, what do you call it? Little thing. I'm thinking buttons, and then there's basically something inappropriate that I want to talk about, and not even inappropriate in the sense of like it's just really what do you call it, raunchy or pervy or dirty or something like that. But it is something sexual that I'm thinking about right now, and I'm not thinking about in the sense like, oh man, I'm so turned on right now. I'm thinking about it in the sense of like, there's something I learned recently that I thought was really interesting, but it's not something I really want to discuss in the channel, because for the most part, like, while I do have my moments of cussing and stuff like that, I relatively try, emphasis on try, to keep it, for the most part family friendly, or like, relatively PG-13. Occasionally I do a swear word or whatever. Occasionally I'll talk about something questionable and stuff like that. But I don't have an interest on like bringing up a subject that would be very, very graphic. Because like personally in real life, I have no problem about talking about graphic stuff. I'm very open. It's really easy to talk to me. Like you can talk to my friends. Like when it comes to like sexuality or anything like that. Like I'm really open. It's really easy to talk to me about that. I don't really have any like like biases or judgments or something like that. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, you're gross, you're dirty, you do that, or anything like that. I'm not like that. I'm very open-minded and even scientific about it. If you want, like, like, oh, the body works this way if you do this, ha ha ha. So I just realized I put 2 trap chests here, and that was unnecessary. It was kind of a waste of a chest. But oh well, it's already placed. Sounds good. Okay, let's make up chest. So. But yeah, the buttons reminded me of an interesting subject. If you know me, I guess, in person, and you want to ask me what that's about, I'll be glad to share, because it really is interesting. Because I had no idea what that was until recently. So, and you're probably like, oh my god, he didn't know what a hymen is. No, I'm not talking about that. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about something else. It has to do with, actually, I'm sure if you looked at my YouTube or who I've subscribed to recently, or like the videos I've looked at, you probably could figure out what I'm talking about or something like that. But actually, I don't completely understand. Actually, I guess it doesn't hurt to bring it up, because I'm not gonna get too graphic about it. But it was this word called. Well, actually, if I bring it up, then certain people that are watching this might click, and then it might cause this whole embarrassing situation. So I guess I shouldn't bring it up. But if I know you in person and you wanted to talk about it, or figure out like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm curious. You got me curious. Then go ahead and ask me. But otherwise, I'm just gonna move on from that topic for now and get back in the game. Get back into this thing. So this is really interesting. I'm really liking this structure right now. It looks really pretty. I kind of want to add I'm too lazy to get more wood, so I'm just gonna use this wood. I kind of want to add some leaves around this or something to kind of contrast or complement, or I'm not even using the right words anymore. It's been so long since I used the appropriate color theory words that I'm just like throwing words out there now, and it's just terrible. I need to I need to brush up on that class or whatever on color theory and all that fun jizz, so that I don't sound like an idiot when I'm talking about building structures and stuff like that. So I think I even talked about it in one of my previous videos that I made. It was kind of like what do you call it? Like an introductory to like building with detail and you know, a good composition and stuff like that. But you know, whatever, you know, use it or lose it, you know. And I guess I haven't been using it for a while, so I'm being punished for it by forgetting that. No, I'm forgetting what the words are and stuff like that. So there are people messaging me on Skype, and I know I brought up some interesting conversations, so I kind of want to look at it, but I'm in the middle of recording, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this recording. And hey, this looks cool. This looks cool. I'm digging it. I don't know if you guys are digging it. Of course, you can always, you know, give me your feedback in your comments, like, man, what the hell are you doing? This is stupid. Or you can be like, oh wow, yeah, that was great. That was amazing. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure I like this. I think I want to try something else. Like the idea of hanging stuff, cool, but I think there's a different approach I want. Oh, I think I got a good idea. Okay. You're like, all right, tell us the idea already. Oh my god, jeez. Okay, so I have this. Oh, no, if you ever wonder why I just randomly burst out the word khif, it's because I'm trying to practice that G as much as possible. And for those of you that don't know what that means, because I know I didn't even say what it means it's like the equivalent for cool or awesome in Dutch. So it's kind of neat knowing how to say cool in like 4 different languages, because like, okay, you have English, cool, awesome, radical, you know, all these things. And you have Japanese, sugoi, and then you have Tagalog, galing, and then you have Dutch, chef, you know. So it's really enriching. I really like it. Like I used to think like, oh man, learning languages is too much work, it's too hard. Or I don't think I thought that. I don't remember what I thought, but maybe I thought that. I don't remember. It's been a while, But I know I did think at some point my brain was like, oh man, I can only handle so much at one time. Otherwise it'll overload and I'll get tired and I'll burn out and stuff like that. You know, I used to have that. And then like one of the people I've been watching recently, really admire and is really great and stuff like that. I don't know if you've heard of him. I'm sure you have. He's really popular now these days or like that. But Tai Lopez, I was watching his stuff, and one of the things that he mentioned was the water chugging reflex. And when I heard this, it just like really kind of like blew my mind. But it was the idea that in college there's like these water contests that you can have where you just start chugging water, and your brain has an automatic response. Oh my god, I love this so much better. This is so cool. I think I want to raise it one more though. Let me raise it one more. But it's the idea that you're chugging the water, right? So you chug the water. Am I hitting the wrong thing? What's going on? So you're chugging the water. And by reflex, your brain's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm drowning! I gotta freaking not chug this water, right?" So your brain will automatically like close your or close your throat to make you so you can't drink that much water. Well, you can shut that reflex off. You can train yourself to shut it off, and in doing so, you can drink the whole gallon of water, like just chug that thing, basically. And basically, the idea that was presented to me from Tai, and I forgot where he got it from because everything he gets, he's just compiling it from someone else. Then again, it might be his thing. But the point is, he has a lot of cool stuff, and like I was already, you know, starting to read books because like one other guy I was following, one of those fitness guys, Mike Chang, you know, he started presenting like a book a month. Like he presented what the hell is that book called? Sugar something. It's been a while since I read the book, so I don't even remember what it's called. But it's on sugar. One second, I'm gonna go look it up. Okay, I'm back. I remember. It was on my desk, so I just want to look it up right now. And if I had the face cam, you would have saw me literally getting up and looking for that thing. So I should probably do the face cam thing. But anyways, it's called Fat Chance. Really great book. I read that, but Mike Chang presented that to me, and he brought that, or presented it to his audience. It wasn't specific to me. It wasn't like I was hanging out with him or anything like that. But he presented it, and he was like, it's like, yeah, this is the book of the month. Check it out. It's awesome. And I read it, really cool. I'm not going to get into what was in that book, but it's really good if you want to improve your health. Like, read that up. It makes you really aware of what's going on in the world. But anyways, I started reading books, one book, two book, kind of like that, book a month type thing. And I always read lots of articles already too, but like actual books, like I started doing that. And then like when I learned about Tai Lopez, like, and he told me the water analogy thing in regards to like you can break that reflex. Like he applied it to, you can do that with your brain too. You can break the reflex and basically just overload, and it's taking all these ideas like so fast. And so after I heard that, I just went freaking crazy. Like, I read so much more. Like, I still don't, like, the goal now, because I heard the average CEO reads 50 books a year right now. So like, I'm kind of like, oh man, that's crazy. I want that to be my goal now. Right now, I think I'm doing about 2 or 3 a month right now, so I'm still doing a lot better. I'm improving, and if I keep along this track, I'm probably gonna keep improving. But that I have that goal now. But the point is, when I heard that, I just went crazy. So whenever I hear like, let's learn a language, it's like, let's do it. Like, I don't even hesitate, just do it. I think there's a little bit of hesitation because I'm still breaking that hesitation because like debarred in my brain. But the point is, like, I'm not afraid to do it anymore. So I'm just like, let's do it. I don't care. Information. We're like, no, whatever. And then the thing is too, like, I forgot who it was. It's somebody I'm following on Twitter already. But like, this one person brought up the concept, and again, a lot of stuff I'm going to learn is probably going from Tai, because I'm really like just soaking up the stuff he knows right now. But that doesn't stop me from reading up on all these other things, all these other articles. Like, I've been reading up on stuff from like Ugurus, which is like web dev related stuff, and like, wherever I can get information, I can get information. I have a course right now in Code Academy right now regarding web dev and stuff like that, so I'm learning a ton of stuff regarding there. Basically, if I could go faster, I could probably do PayPal in a month or something. Not literally build it, but I mean have the knowledge to build it. So, or the information to build it, really, because knowledge is applying the information. But the point is with that, there's I didn't account for like the burnout factor or whatever, kind of like that, because there's a certain level of speed you can do when your mind is in it, as opposed to when your brain is kind of like, this is really hard, or this is really, I'm not feeling it, or whatever the excuse is, or like that. So if you're not feeling it, but you're determined to do it, then there's, well, at least in my experience, there's this ramp up factor. So like, you just start doing it. Like, same thing with exercising. When I first started exercising, like, one of the things that hit me a lot is, it was like, man, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I can't do it, or like that. So then I started to step back. I'm like, okay, instead of doing a full hour workout or whatever, or an insanity workout, I love doing those. It'll be like, okay, let's just work out for 5 minutes, or let's just work out for, and then the next time, let's work out for 10 minutes. And then the next time, oh, let's do 20 minutes. And because I'm building myself up like that, it feels good. Like, I can't help but to do more. It just feels good in my body. My body loves it. It releases that dopamine, and it's like, oh my God, I gotta do more. So, it's just that ramp up factor. So same thing with the web dev stuff, basically. Like, if I'm not feeling it or anything else, there's that factor where it's like, I start off, I do a little bit at a time, just a little bit at a time, and then I start to get ideas, and I start to get inspired, and I start to get into it more and more, and it just builds up, and I get faster and faster and faster, basically. But anyways, I went on a tangent again. But essentially, the thing that I was about to share from another person was, and I forgot his name. I'd look it up, but it's been a long time since I heard that quote or whatever, so I have no idea what his name would be. But the concept was, or is, that basically, the way it was worded was, ideas bouncing off of ideas to make idea babies, basically. So it's like, when you're reading multiple things at one time, the ideas will bounce off of each other, and you will get, boom, you will get other ideas that are just like, oh my God, this is crazy, kind of like that. Like, Bill Gates and all these big entrepreneurs and stuff, I don't remember who does what, kind of thing, because I'm still learning all this stuff, so I don't remember everything. But I think it was Bill Gates. He does those vacation things where he gets a bunch of books, he'll take a quick vacation and just read all the time. And like, in those moments, he gets like the best ideas, because it's like, he's reading all this stuff, and all the ideas, are crisscrossing. Like, all the different parts of your brains are connecting, and just like, it's like a eureka moment, basically, essentially. So I've had lots of those, basically, ever since I started doing, like, how can I apply my health studying to this, or how can I apply my web dev to this, and stuff like that. And it creates this chain effect and stuff like that. And some of the stuff going on BLI right now, I don't really know what I'm allowed to say and not allowed to say, so I won't say in too much. But I'm noticing, you know, the same relevancy in the group too. Like there's all these ideas coming together, and there's a lot of bouncing effects, and there's a lot of like stacking of ideas and stuff like that. And it's really cool and stuff like that. I am liking how this is coming along so far. This is really cool. I am digging it. I am digging it. I kind of want to know what block I want to use for this here. I kind of feel like quartz, but I ain't got quartz, so I ain't gonna put it here. Like quartz is so freaking hard to get because like there's just so much, you know. Add this here. Because like you have to go into the nether, you have to deal with all the pigmen because somebody always aggroes them. So when you go there, it's like, oh my god, who aggro all these pigmen? Like it's like, what the hell's going on? So and it's just a hassle. So I prefer to go there with people, but then not all the time people are available. So then it's like, well, I don't just want to, you know, not do it because I don't have anyone to go with or whatever. So, but oh, that double click is brutal. So I am digging this. This is pretty cool. I really like how it's coming along. Oh, where's that trap thing? Trap thing? I thought I picked up. Oh, here it is. Tripwire. Yeah. Make it look like a little... Oh, right. This is in the way. It doesn't work. Oh, no. Well, it was a thought. So, what do you want from me? So, make it look like, I don't know, stuff hangs there. Maybe, I guess. Yeah? Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, I can put this here or whatever. And yeah, again, for you viewers, or rather Minecraft members, if you want to switch out any of these banners to make it more like, oh, this looks like a shirt, or even like, because of the people we've had, if you guys don't know, this is for the Mine at Night area. This is Mine at Night. So for those of you who don't know, we had like different people come in, like Pungeons and Schisms and stuff like that, right? So what if we had like, well, I guess you can't do that technically, but I was imagining like, you know, their shirt right here, like that'd be so cool. Like, oh yeah, he showed up, so we have a costume for him or something, or I don't know, you know, the mind is the limit. I mean, the sky is the limit, the mind is the limit. Wow, that was terrible butchery of the quote. How long have I been going? I've been going for a while already. 41 minutes. I guess we could still do another 20 minutes or so. Let's see. Coming back over here. Tomorrow, I gotta sleep early today because we have a building game. I think building game tomorrow or something like that. So we're gonna be doing a recording session, and I don't want to miss that because you know, collabs. You organize it, stick to it. Don't freaking, you know, drop out or like that. Cause that's just lame. You don't be lame, do you? You know, you wanna be a team player. Make sure you're there for the team and all that stuff. So sign up for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make sure I follow through on that, you know, like that, because I want to be reliable. You want to be reliable. That's so important, guys. Always be reliable. If you're not reliable, well, no one's going to depend on you. No one's going to call you for anything. You know, they're not going to go to you if they need something. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want to deal with that guy. Oh, yeah, I have bets. That guy is going to freaking not accomplish anything. So, you know, reliability is huge. It's a big important factor here. Yeah, I wanted to put a bed in here for like people changing and rest. I just realized in this spot I was actually thinking about putting like a shower or something, but I kind of blocked it already. Some of you are like, why a shower? Well, because like I noticed in the Just Kidding News studio, like if you see their studio, they actually have a shower in the back. Honestly, I have no idea if they actually use it, but it just made me think like, oh yeah, that makes sense if you know you want to get dressed or costumes or whatever, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh yeah, let me take a quick shower like that. It's like that's available. So I figured, sure, why not, you know? So I figure a shower might be an interesting thing, or I feel like I want to detail this more, but it's like, what else can I do with it? Like, there's nothing else I can do at the moment, to my knowledge, but perhaps there is. Perhaps there's. I feel like I want to put a ladder here and add even more things, or what do you call it? Like more. Ooh, I have this. More. Wait for it. More like clothes accessible. But the thing is, this might be a liability issue, or like you know, somebody could get hurt from being up here. Ow, like that. You see, and I'm working here. So like, imagine somebody that doesn't even work here. And he climbs up here. He's gonna get hurt. It's gonna suck. So, whew. But yeah, I don't exactly know. I don't particularly have a reason for why I stopped the SMP series. It was more of just like a lot of other priorities that were on my mind, so I was pretty much just focusing on other things basically. But I've been looking for an excuse to get back on this and start a series for a while. Another reason is one of the things that I've been doing is oversaturating my channel with content because I would do all these videos and I put them out in the next couple of weeks and stuff like that, and then the weeks would go by, but the amount of time I spent doing the videos is so time occupying that it almost felt like by the time I put them all up, it was already time to edit more videos, and I was like, okay, well, great, that accomplished nothing, or whatever. So I actually started to spread it out way more, and I'm out of regular stone. Dang it. I did not think this far. Let me see, what else can I put in here? Oh, brick. I can use brick. I use brick. Maybe. Hopefully it works. It looks nice. We shall try. Do I have brick? I'm out of brick. I have some right here. That's only a little bit though. Ew. But yeah, it was like, so what I did was I started spreading it out a lot. So I actually have my Sky Saga series right now. I think it's good for literally like 6 or 7 weeks now. Like I spread it out to about an episode a week right now, basically. And so it's good. It's solid. I feel pretty confident with that. That's going to be going for a while, you know. And then Magica series, same thing. I have it set up now for about, you know, an episode a week, basically. If, like, people start going, dude, I want to see more, please, 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 obviously I'll put it out more. But if nobody's doing it, you know, if nobody's interested in that, then why? I don't have a reason to freaking put it out any faster, you know? So I won't, basically. But yeah, if people actually, you know, are like, hey, I would like to see more. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy and put it out every freaking day. But the point is I would definitely speed it up if people start requesting, like, hey, I want to see that. I would like to see more of this or whatever kind of thing. So let's see, let's take this here. But the point is, I'm spreading out stuff a lot more, and because I'm doing that, I have a lot more room on the channel to do other shows or other things that I wanted to add and whatnot. So that's why I have room now to add, you know, a Minecraft episode. And at the same time, we need to get the studio done. Ideally, we want to get it done by August 1st. I'm recording this on the 24th, so you might be seeing this way after or whatever, that I done a lot of work on it or whatever. But the point is, we want to get it done by the 1st of August. So I wanted to start working on it, making sure, you know, working on it or whatever, you know, to get it done. Like, if no one else works on it, I want to make sure it gets done because, you know, again, that whole reliability factor, I want to make sure, you know, that we get stuff done. When it gets pushed, push comes to shove, I want to get it done. And there's more factors to why I want to get this done too. It's not just because we want to get it done for something coming up on August 1st. There are other things going on too that we want to get this done for. You know, shows, and there are certain other events coming up that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about. But but the point is, there's a lot of reasons I want to get this done, and because we want to get this done, it's like, why not? Perfect opportunity to record. So I'm going ahead and recording this while I'm getting this done. Now, originally, I was kind of thinking, like, okay, I'm just going to do a 3-minute thing real quick and just, you know, keep that part, maybe show off the after build and stuff like that, but it was like, why? I have a lot to talk about, you know? So, and again, the whole Philippines thing, like, I have a lot of stories to share. I'm probably not going to share all of them in a single episode, but, you know, I shared the introduction and the cat thing. So I'll probably share more, you know, as the episodes progress. So if you guys are interested in that adventure, that real life adventure, I share pictures, but unfortunately I don't really have anything to do a picture thing with or anything like that or whatever. So, but yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, then yeah, definitely, you know, I stay tuned. You're gonna hear some interesting stories like that. And you know, I don't like to say anything that's boring. So if I find it interesting, I'll share it. If I find it's lame and stupid and I don't want to share it, then I'm not gonna share it because who the hell wants to share something they don't care about, you know? So if I don't care about it, what makes me think you're gonna care about it, you know? So yeah, anything I share, I definitely want to share. I'll definitely share it, is what I'm trying to say. I know Keybon said, like, I would love to hear your Filipino stories like that. And when he said that, I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. And it kind of motivated me more. I'm like, oh, man, what should I? And then I kind of never did. So, but here it is. So your first story, my incident in the airport where I got uptight because of all the people, all the snatchers or whatever. And then, like, oh yeah, I still figure out with the bed. And then the cat stories. So, but yeah, more stories to come. And I am still decorating and stuff like that. Probably gonna do a couple more tweaks to this room, and then I'll probably stop the recording for now because I already have like an hour of content. I'm sure some of you might be into that hour-long episode. Some of you might not be into it. You know, sometimes I like doing hour-long episodes. Sometimes I like to do like a quick 4-minute episodes. Just depends on my mood and what I feel like talking about. In this case, I had plenty to talk about, so you're more than welcome to this hour. If you don't want to watch all of it, you know, just watch the beginning, watch the end. So that way you see pretty much like what was done. If you're interested in that. If you're not interested in that, I don't even know why you're watching this video to begin with. But yeah. So this is coming along pretty cool. I'm really digging this. I don't know. You guys might be like, this is crap, man. What the hell's wrong with you? But for me, I'm digging it. I'll probably get the final approvals from Papa Eagle or whatever because he's our guru, our builder guru. Or whatever. I don't know if I want to put that torch there or whatever. But yeah, ultimately we do want everything to look good in the end. But this is looking cool now. I like all this little storage and stuff, and I want to add more tripwire up here to make it look like stuff can hang. Oh yeah, I can put this here to make it look like stuff hanging too. Yeah, that's cool. I'm really digging this fabric stuff. And for those of you that don't know, a big inspiration for my builds too is Corrales. I've been watching his stuff. Like if I ever feel stuck on a build and I need that inspiration, I go to his channel. I'll go ahead and include a video or something in the card. Hopefully, I'm probably not gonna remember this one actually because it's so late in the video. I mean, 49 minutes. I'm not going to remember to put that card. Maybe, but 49 minutes into the video, I'm probably not going to remember. The Airy one I'll probably remember because the video is going to start. I'm like, oh yeah, I did a shout out for Airy. That's right. Okay, cool. But for the Corrales one, maybe, might not remember. I might, but then again, I might not. So we'll see. But if I do remember, or if I mention it and you're like, hey, you didn't put the card, remind me, and I'll go ahead and put the card if you don't know who the hell Corrales is. He's pretty popular, really good builder. And he does a lot of tutorials stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I need to show off a bunch of builds that I've done in the past, but I probably won't do it right now because I've already been recording for a long time. But there's a lot of builds I've done on this server, and some of the builds were like heavily inspired by Corrales and stuff like that. Like I watched this stuff to level up my ability to do that specific build or whatever, you know. And so I just built it, and then it leveled me up, so I was able to do my own build from the inspirations and stuff like that. But this, like some of the stuff here, like this stuff right here and this stuff, it wasn't Corrales that built it, but I had a lot of inspiration from some of the builds that I saw on this server, basically, in one of his videos. I don't remember which videos. I think it was a big mall collab kind of thing, and they had all these different stores. And when I saw how they were hanging fabrics like that, I thought to myself, like, oh, dude, like that's what I want the dresser room to be. I want there to be a lot of different. Oh, you know what else? You know what else I completely forgot about right now? That I did bring these things. This too would be good in the dressing room, right? Am I right? Come on, you can't deny this. Why won't this place? Is this not allowed to place here? What the hell? Oh, can it not be placed by a wall? Whoa, are you serious? Can't be placed by a wall? I think that's serious. No way. Oh, I guess maybe it detected the item? That was weird. It wouldn't place for some reason. But yeah, I wanted to put those in here. That's so cool. So that's gonna be good for the dressing room too. And yeah, so I'm thinking of making a second layer here. Figure out a place to put the bed because I want a little resting area for I don't know where the hell I put the bed. Is there even room for the bed? Maybe back here, like right here. I don't know. I can keep it right now. Oh, I should set my spawn here because I'm tired. Someone's gonna move the bed. I mean, because then that way, if I die, and like, I'm back, ready to work on the studio or whatever. So, I need to get rid of that dirt path there and stuff like that. But yeah, this is we're about 52 minutes in. So I guess I'm gonna call it the recording now. I might work on this a little bit more off camera. But yeah, this is the progress we've made so far. We're working on this dressing room. You know, progress is progress as long as you're moving in the direction. That's what you want to do. You always want to be moving in the direction of your goal, and that goal in this case is finishing the studio. And so this is one step closer to finishing it. I hope this inspires you adventurers, especially the Minecrafters that watch my episodes. I hope this inspires you to help work on the studio further because we want to get this done by August 1st. So, you know, if you want to work on this, work on it. You know, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you record even because I'd like to see what you do on the studio. Of course, I'm going to see it myself if I'm wandering around with that, but I would love to, know your thinking process, what inspires you to do it on and stuff like that, because that's all fun and dandy, you know? So, alright, let me go ahead and do my usual jizz. No, wow, that came out wrong. Haha, Freudian slip. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, Adventurer. Until next time.
Hello again, everyone. If you're still here, remember to leave a like on the video, comment on the video, and subscribe. And click the YouTube card thing, I don't know where it's going to be, for the previous episode. And most of all, praise Matt Damon.